Hello. So this is my 1 year review of my Husqvarna 2025 TE300 Heritage Edition. Bought this bike beginning of April 2025. I've always had KTMs, enduro bikes. This is the first Husky I've had with a linkage, and also I've not had a fuel injected two-stroke before. So obviously when I bought this last year, a lot of talk about TBIs being poor on mileage and bogging and stuff like that, and I wanted a new one, so I took the plunge on one. It's now done 66 hours. It's had quite a lot of, I just trail ride, I don't race. But we do, some hard trail riding. People know from the UK know Wales and Chirk, Dolgelly, Barmouth, all them kind of areas. Like Peak District, I do North Yorkshire, Lakes, Dales. It's done a lot as well as local stuff. So yeah, it's been on all sorts of terrain, this bike, and I've got to be honest, it's absolutely phenomenal. It is the best enduro bike I've ever had, and I've had 2 strokes, 4 strokes. Done adventure bikes for a while, but I've gone back to enduro, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Just go through some stuff that I've done on it, but as far as maintenance goes, it's had regular maintenance. Air filter near enough every ride. It's had the fuel filter the little pre-filters done. I look after it, as you can see. It's had the transmission oil changed. It's always been run on Motorex 2-stroke oil and transmission oils. It's still on the first spark plug, the original one. It's never fouled a plug or anything. I do start it up and let it idle for a while until it's warm, so I don't just gas it straight away. She warms up for 5-10 minutes before I ride off. So yeah, it's always been looked after, and to be honest, like I say, it's never let me down, ever. So I'll just go through some mods that I've done. Some are for Bling purposes, because I think part of running a dirt bike, it's got to look cool, hasn't it? Obvious Bling item is the SM Pro gold wheels with the blue hubs, blue nipples. Guys at the off-road centre in Mansfield supplied me with these, and I went with them because it's a heritage, so I wanted it to look old school, and I think we've achieved that look with them. They are just Bling. Other Bling things, it's got a blue oil cap, which is off one of my older Husky adventure bikes, and some blue reservoir covers, and they are Bling items, I admit that. But who wouldn't like a bit of Bling? Other stuff I've bought for it, it has got a Pro Carbon pipe guard. I know people say if you have a pipe guard, it'll snap the head off, the flange off the head, but I've got a flange guard on, and I know you can still damage stuff, but you can't really see because it's had some silicone spray on. But this is absolutely pebble dashed, and it's had some big hits with some stones, so my pipe had been caved in. Without that, the head's not cracked. So yeah, I'm all for pipe guards. Like I say, I know some people aren't. It's got a Pro Carbon front disc guard, just to stop sticks and crap going in there. So yeah, a little bit of protection on it. It's got a standard bash plate, but I did buy the additional linkage guard from Husqvarna that just bolts to the original bash plate. You can see just there. So that just bolts on there, and that's pretty good. It's flexible, won't crack off, stuff like that. Bought a fan kit because when you're riding you get stuck, it gets hot, so just bought a fan kit for a bit of protection. Other things I bought the separate stop switches, because the standard one is terrible. It is not ergonomic at all when you're trying to start, if you're in an awkward position on a hill, or even trying to stop it or anything like that. It's just not friendly to use. So bought them from Enduro Tyres actually. The start-stop switches, they've been sound, been good then. Got some new grips on because I've wore mine out at about 40 hours, 45 hours, and just no grip left on them. So I just bought some ODI softs. They feel lovely then. It has got some Enduro Engineering 20mm bar risers. You can buy a kit and it comes with 3 different sizes, 10, 5 and 20 I think, and I've just gone for the 20s, not added any on top or anything like that. 20, like I said, for a bit of trail riding, and I don't want to raise the bars up too much because, you know, it just loses how it feels, how it turns and stuff like that. So yeah, just a 20mm rise on them. I've also bought some Enduro Engineering handguards. I've always run these on my Enduro bikes. Just a bit of protection, and when you're leaning it up against stuff, and when you do drop it, just protects your levers a little bit. So yeah, it's got them on. I have bought, and I've only rode it with this on once, an Oxer Hard Enduro pipe silencer. Sorry, not pipe. Because as you said, the TBIs do bog a bit at the bottom, spluttery. So I bought that, and to be honest, I've rode with it 2 days in Wales recently, and I do think it's give it a bit more luggability in a higher gear. So yes, I'm pleased with that. That's good. Might get an Oxer pipe in the future because I said the front pipe goes really well with the silencer. So I might get an Oxer pipe. We'll see. We'll see. Other things I've done. One thing that stands out, obviously massive, is the Ace Abyss big tank. It's an 11 litre. Goes straight on. Shadow. Yeah, don't think it looks horrendous, although my friend calls it Frankenstein because of its big head at the top. But you can fill the 2-stroke oil up still absolutely fine, no problem. You can get to that dead easy. And they are crap on fuel, as people say. This does 40-50 mile with a standard tank on, then the lights on, then you've got about 10 mile and it runs out. I tested it, I ran it out, I had some fuel in my bag, so we did test that. With this on, you're getting between 80 and 90 miles before you're out, so you know it is significantly improved the mileage. Like if you ride with guys with TPIs or 4-strokes, you can match them for fuel now, which is good, because otherwise I was carrying a 2-litre fuel bottle in my backpack, which is not ideal. So yeah, I bought that. That has been a good mod. And other thing, probably the last thing that I've got is, this is probably the best mod I have done, the Brembo 9mm clutch master cylinder. What a difference that has made. Rode with that a few times now, and my god, that has changed riding the bike for me. You can just keep your fingers on the clutch, feathering it up hills and stuff. You watch some of my other videos that we, you know, the stuff we ride, some big climbs, and when you're knackered at top, your hands are hurting, this 9mm clutch definitely helps. And like I said, it is, oh my god, it's just super light. So yeah, that I would recommend that. The best mods I've done is definitely that, and the big tank. For practicality, that's been good. For looks, got to be the gold wheels. The motor itself, it's never been opened, it's stock. Like I said, I've only done 60 hours at the minute. I only trail ride, I don't race, so I'm thinking you know, doing a piston, people seem to do about 120 hours. I might have a look at this at 150. Like I say, it's always been run on Motorex oil, 2-stroke and transmission oil. I look after it, the air filter lip is always greased, I change the filter often, so I'm hoping there's no crap inside the cylinder that'll have damaged the piston. It rides fine, not excessive smoke, etc. So yeah, I think I might look at this piston at 150 hours. It hasn't got any mods as far as like a TSP head and ERM. Am I going to try that? Might do. Might do in the future. I love how it rides though. It is, you know, if you want it to be spicy, wind it on. If you're tired at the end of a day, and we do some long days, it's like an armchair. It's beautiful actually. I do like how it rides. It suits my riding style, so I'm fine with it at the minute. Maybe in the future I'll try a medium compared or something like that, but I'll, you know, definitely before I do that, I'd put the Oxer front pipe on before I did anything like that. Yeah, I've had zero problems with it at all. Absolutely zero issues. Yeah, I'm well happy with it. I would recommend one to anyone, if I'm honest. We'll see how it goes. Like I say, that's the 1 year I've had this. I'll do a 2-year review. By that point, I'll probably have done a piston. Might have. We'll see. We'll see. Might not. Might be just getting ready for one. But yeah, 1 year in, it's worn all right. You know, preventative maintenance. What I did, because I heard that, you know, they don't come with a lot of grease in, you know, in the swing arm bearings, the linkage, the headstock. I stripped this down. I'd done a few rides on it, but I did strip it down, and there was plenty. It wasn't excessive, but there was grease on the bolts, the needle bearings, the headstock, you know, in the taper bearings. There was grease. I've took some pics. I'll add them to this video to show you that there was grease in this bike, a UK bike. Like I say, I've seen horror stories where they've been dry as a bone, but this did have grease in it. This wasn't bad. But I have re-greased, cleaned everything out, re-greased everything with Motorex 2000 grease, it's called. A waterproof grease. It seems good. It's very tacky. And like I say, I've done, Jesus Christ, every moving part on this bike has been greased with that. So yeah, it's been looked after. But you know, I don't plan on selling it. I plan on having it a while. So it you know, look after your bike, and it will look after you, as Trigger says. But yeah, we'll see how it goes for the next year. Thank you.